welcome to Boomhauer69's channel. And today Boomhauer69 is going to talk about this old two-seater, child-size Yerf dog go-kart and what I'm going to do with it when I have the funding to do so. But this is one of them real old Yerf dog go-karts from way back in the day. I imagine this go-kart probably came out in the early 2000s or whatever. I did some research online, and the Yerf dog company that made this go-kart, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Yerf dog go-kart. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. They're now, of course, a company that's out of business from the research I did on Google. Yes, I use Google search engine. But it's a defunct company, and this used to be a red go-kart, which somebody painted blue one time, and now the blue paint is fading and exposing the original red paint. If I was going to leave this a child-size go-kart, the only thing I would do to it is fix the one wheel over here that's got a bent I don't know what it's called, like tie rod or whatever, that connects your steering ring, connects your tire to the steering wheel to make your steering turn. That's the right rear tire here, that little thing is bent. This is your seat. That should be welded, but it's not. Here's how thin the metal is. That's what they used to make the seat and the floorboards. So what they did was, back in the day, they used the same thickness of metal for the floorboards and the seat, and so the seat would need to be re-welded. Then that piece of metal would need to be re-welded back on the seat. Or if you just want to go redneck, get you some pressure treated plywood, thick plywood board, flat that over it, call it a day. But you definitely have to redo the tires, put a motor on it with a clutch and chain, and then hook up your gas pedal and your brake pedals and all that, and you'd be good to go. You wouldn't have to do very minimum to make this simple runner there. But what I'm going to do with this, because this is a two-seater child-size go-kart, not a nice two-seater adult one, because if that would have been the case, I would have never got this for only $200. It would have been more like $800. But anyways, I knew what I was getting myself into when I was purchasing this, because I thought this would be a good for a project down the line. What I would do with this go-kart, I plan on doing with this go-kart, because I made videos about this before, asking people what would they do and different things, and I've had different comments. Some people say, oh, it would cost way more to fix this up than what it would be worth. You'd be better off getting a brand new one. But yeah, but the ones that you probably would get wouldn't be as good, as good of a go-kart. They would be, $1,200. You just get some Chinese-made junk that may work, may not, and would just eventually end up needing to go to Harbor Freight and slap a Predator motor on it. So you'd be kind of, in a couple years, I say, in the same boat as I am right now with this go-kart frame. And some people had some interesting ideas and stuff, and I've been looking at the comments of that videos and that I made, and reading the comments, people talking about what they would do and stuff, and taking down notes and ideas. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a shop, because I don't have the tools or the knowledge to do it. I'm going to simply have a shop cut the floorboards out, put thicker floorboards in, beef this frame up where it's a little bit more adult, can handle a big guy, could handle adults more, especially a big guy like me that's over 200 pounds, and have them extend the frame out, which if you're not a good welder, you can potentially, weaken the frame if you're not careful. But have a welding shop cut it, extend the frame out to make it more adult size appropriate, and I'm going to turn it into a one-seater go-kart, and maybe look into upgrading to a bigger tire size. I know some mini bikes have these I think they call them 10-inch tires that are big, and I think I would go with that all the way around on this a little bit bigger tires, mirrors and stuff. And I would just simply turn this into a one-seater go-kart where the seat would be adjustable. I like the idea of an adjustable seat, which would take a little bit of fabrication and a little more time and money. Having a fabrication shop do all this, it's going to cost a little bit more. But make it a one-seater with an adjustable seat, so you can adjust it for adults or children, because it would still be a simple adult/child one-seater go-kart. Move the steering wheel obviously into center. Reposition the gas pedal and brake pedals where they're in the center, and just move the steering wheel over into the middle to make it our typical one-seater go-kart. And then for like a seat, what I would do is, and that is costly because I researched them, I looked at Jigs High Performance, Summit Racing, and all that stuff, seeing what kind of racing seats are out there and stuff. Because what I would do is I would put a what they call a racing bucket seat in this, and then I would have it set up where you would have what they call a 5-point harness seat belt, just for safety. Find one that you can adjust to adult size and children's size, but I would go with a nice 5-point harness car seat, 5-point harness seat belt setup. Seat belt setup. And I would keep this one right here that I got my hands on, roll cage. I would definitely keep that if possible, and then just remove this one here and probably kind of look the other way on the roll cage, or if it wouldn't cost too much, redo the roll cage on this maybe, but probably wouldn't. Over here on the one side where the motor goes, I noticed there's one metal bar like this missing where somebody chopped that off, probably because they put a certain size motor on it, realized it didn't fit, so they modified the frame a little bit, so they already weakened the frame. So that's one thing we'd have to be careful when cutting this frame up and extending it. You can run a potential weakening the frame, and you got to make sure to add proper supports and stuff when a welding shop. But a good welding shop will know how to do all that. But it would basically just make it into a one-seater, beef up the floorboards, and put a nice, like, maybe bucket-style racing seat in them. The only thing doing that, adding the 5-point harness seat belts and the bucket racing seat, you're automatically going to have over $200 to $500. So I'm going to say roughly round up to about $800 just in the seat and seat belt setup, because I think that would be a nice appropriate seat for this, and give it kind of a little bit of racing vibes. And as far as color goes, I would probably just have the paint all stripped down and just paint it like a nice dark green or something. Maybe a dark green, kind of like an outdoor, color. Maybe like a nice forest green, or maybe even like a military green or something, or just some sort of kind of more outdoor kind of, maybe more like a fall type kind of shade color. But and then as far as the steering wheel goes, I don't care for these little go-kart steering wheels. What I would do there is I'd just get me a big old basic tractor style steering wheel and have them mount a regular like big tractor style steering wheel like the old tractors used to have, like the old Farmalls and the old cock shuts and John Deere's, the old John Deere B's, the Farmall A's, the Farmall M's, the old Alice Chalmers and the Case tractors and stuff, them old vintage tractors, how they had those big old steering wheels, and replace it with one of those. There's a company called Steiner, I think I'm pronouncing it right, Steiner. They're a company that makes tractor parts and stuff. They sell vintage tractor parts, so I ordered from them a tractor steering wheel and slap that on here to replace this little go-kart steering wheel, and that's what all I would do as far as frame-wise is just extend this out, convert this child-sized two-seater into a adult/child one-seater go-kart, and if I did the bucket seat, have a company, whatever fabrication company I went to, have them make it where you can slide and adjust the seat, where you have multiple positions where you can slide the seat up for child size, slide the seat back for adult size. And then as far as motors go, I would just put a basic Harbor Freight Predator or some sort of Briggs & Stratton knockoff. There's tons of companies out there. There's one called Built Hard. There's a company called Duramax. There's a company that makes small engines called Duramax, Predators. There's even companies that make Honda clones, and so many companies out there nowadays ripping off the name brand. So I would just go with that kind of cheap basic. Maybe nowadays I know there's a lot of companies used to make 5 horsepower motors. Now they call them 6.5 horsepower. So I just put like basically a 6 horsepower motor on it and call it a day. I wouldn't do too much to the motor, like souping it up or anything. I wouldn't have anything done like that. I'd just make a basic low lawn runner, something that would be safe for a child to drive and stuff for obvious reasons and stuff. Because I know some people that have children, and I think it'd be fun to make a go-kart that adults can use as well. And then if I'm at like a barbecue or get together with somebody and I was able to bring this out to their house and stuff, and some kid said, "Oh, that's cool, can I drive it?" It's obviously not going to go super fast, where it would be safe for a child to enjoy it and ride around without getting hurt and stuff. So that would be my goal, is to make this an adult/child size go-kart as far as frame-wise. And then later on, I think it would also be neat to add lights to this. I think it would be cool maybe to add some electrical little lights and stuff, some regular headlights and tail lights on this. And there's like a car and stuff, and then maybe buy like an aftermarket motorcycle, little tooter horn and toot and stuff. Because what I would do as far as lights go, I would probably just buy some aftermarket like motorcycle lights or something, or look around and see what's out there for like go-karts and off-road stuff and things. But I would probably just do some modifying, some aftermarket, get motorcycle lights for the front, and then on the back just some basic old trailer lights, the common El Cheapo. You get around under $100, cheap basic little trailer lights. Near me I have close a truck stop that has all kinds of semi trailer lights and stuff. So and I have a lot of auto parts stores around. So making rear lights on this is not going to be a problem. And then for the front, I would, because I think it would be a lot easier to modify, is just do some typical 2 big old round chrome typical high low beam type motorcycle lights and stuff. And as far as like a kill switch on this has got one of those toggle kill switches. What I would probably do is maybe do like some of the jet skis and snowmobiles have, maybe one of those pull toggle safety ones type kill switches, where you simply, it's just basically a key attached to like a little piece of rope, and then if a kid jumps off in it, it would automatically pull the key right out and stuff. One of those, I don't know what they call them, type kill switches, like tether kill switches that you just simply, they got like a little carbina on them and you clip them to your belt loop or something, and then when you pull off and it automatically pulls the key out and shuts the machine down and stuff. Or just simply a basic turnkey style kill switch on this. You can get those really dime a dozen off from Amazon and stuff. But basically what I would do with this go-kart frame is just make it an adult/child size and make it pretty basic. I wouldn't get too fancy on anything and stuff. But yeah, it just basically would be cut the frame, extend it out, make it a little bit longer so it would be more comfortable for an adult to ride. put some bigger tires on it. I notice on mini bikes, they, sometimes, usually some mini bikes will have what they call a 10-inch tire, which I would probably go with, like, the mini bikes. Some of the bigger mini bikes have like a 10-inch size tire, on it. And then as far as tread goes, I would try to find something that kind of tread that kind of a little bit more resembles like a car and stuff. So basic, upgrade the tire size for a little bit bigger size, and then, you know, just basically reposition the steering wheel and the pedals like I said before, and all that stuff. As far as the roll cage goes, I would keep this right here, the kind of middle bar, and then just probably do away with the top roll cage. If do away with the top roll cage, that all depends on how much everything would cost. You know, just leave the one roll cage, and then just do away with the normally this would have one of these over here, but it's missing, so I would just simply take this bar off and just leave this middle roll bar and stuff as far as a roll cage go. Or if it didn't cost too much, refabricate another one of these, put it over here, and then have the full roll cage like you normally have. And then on the back here, fix the one I'm missing frame piece. Somebody had already, for motor purposes, I know they cut the frame already. This one of these right here, it has the bar in the back here, and somebody on the side where the your motor mount plate is to mount your motor, somebody cut that little round piece of pipe frame up at the top. And that's clearly because somebody was trying to, you know, put a bigger motor on this, and they was probably, when they're trying to pull cord the motor, and something was getting in the way, that little piece of bar pipe was getting in the way and stuff, so they just cut it to make it where a bigger motor would fit on it stuff. The person that had this before me, they had a Predator motor on it, in which I wouldn't even bother with that. I just buy a whole new motor, like I said before. You get motors dime a dozen and stuff. But that's all I'm going to do is later on when I have the funding to do so and stuff, and can find a good fabrication shop that could do it. Have them extend the frame out and everything and beef it up a little bit. This here is, again, the how thin the metal is. This is the same size metal they use for the seat, the floorboard, and everything. And I would, again, have that all have a fabrication shop cut that all out, put thicker metal on it, and beef up this frame so it could basically handle adults. You know, make it more heavier dutier for adults and stuff. Because this is right now a 2-seater child size Yerf dog go-kart. Matter of fact, here's the seat. And what research I done, this was something that when it was built brand new, it came out when I was basically a young child growing up and was at the appropriate age where, hey, I wish I could have a go-kart. So back in the later 90s, early 2000s, when this go-kart first came out and brand spanking new, the truth be known, I probably walked in a sporting goods store and saw one of these and said, oh man, I wish my parents could afford to buy me one of these, you know. So, oh yeah, but that's what I would do with this go-kart. I'm going to do with this go-kart in the near future when I have the funds to do so and stuff. I have other things I gotta worry about right now, so this is on the back burner, but I thought I would make this video for those of you out there that are researching go-kart ideas and and stuff, and you know you're planning on building a go-kart and you're looking for some ideas and stuff. Maybe this might be helpful to you and stuff, you know. Never know, but there you have it. In case you're wondering, is Boomhauer69 going to do anything with this old Yerf dog go-kart? Yes, I am. This old frame, I am going to do something, and later on make it get something. So if you hit that subscribe button there and share this video with everyone you know, and comment below and like and give this video a like if you really liked it and stuff, you know. That's going to help me, Boomhauer69, in generating income. generate some income to be able to do something with this go-kart frame, because obviously you're sitting there watching some of the advertisements that are put on this video because I have it set up where YouTube puts the advertisements on my videos and I have no control over how long the advertisement is or if you can skip the ads or whatever, you know. Google's in control of that, of how many ads they put on my videos. So if you get an ad right after an ad, well, that's Google for you, not me. But hope you're watching the advertisements, because that will help me Boomhouse extend into making this into something and stuff. So hope you all have a good day. Hope you learned something or you find this video useful. I don't know, but I just thought I'd give you an update. I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do with this frame. So have a good day. Share it with everyone you know. Like it, comment, and subscribe to Boomhouse69, because that's definitely going to help me out. Have a good day.